Hello everyone and welcome to my Home and Away news, I hope. Everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. 7 Little Johnstons fans notice even Heidi is sick of Amber. It's well known that 7 Little Johnstons fans, as a whole, can't stand Amber Johnston. However, recently, viewers pointed out that even Trent Johnston's sister, Heidi Johnston, seems tired of Amber and her antics. So what did viewers point out recently? And what else did they have to say? 7 Little Johnstons fans can't stand Amber Johnston. As much as viewers still tune in to watch 7 Little Johnstons episodes, the fan base is largely in agreement that no one watches the show for Amber Johnston. In fact, many viewers would gladly watch the show without Amber in it altogether. One of the things that 7 Little Johnstons viewers have said for years is that no matter what the situation is, Amber Johnston somehow finds a way to make things about her, even something like Trent Johnston's recent brain diagnosis in scenes. Tolerating Amber Johnston and her antics is already bad enough for a lot of 7 Little Johnstons viewers, as many of them struggle to get through her scenes. However, what makes things even worse is the fact that Liz Johnston is essentially another version of Amber. 7 Little Johnstons fans see this often with the way that Liz interacts with Bryce Bolden in scenes. She tears him down and makes him feel dumb, much in the same way that Amber does to Trent Johnston. So as much as viewers already dislike seeing Amber in scenes, they get an extra dose with seeing Liz. It turns out it isn't just viewers who seem sick of Amber and her antics. 7 Little Johnstons fans recently drew attention to the fact that even Trent Johnston's sister, Heidi Johnston, seems to be over Amber and her drama. And viewers recently had a lot to say about this. What do you think of Amber? Let us know in the comments below. The 7 Little Johnstons fan base is no stranger to the family's many ups and downs. From career changes and health updates to relationship woes and parenting drama, the TLC stars have long put their lives under a microscope. But recently, observant fans noticed something that sparked widespread concern. Even the family's youngest member, little Heidi, appeared to be under the weather. And with Amber Johnston already facing criticism for how she's managed her household, viewers are wondering if the Johnston matriarch is finally cracking under pressure. A house full of coughs and concern. It started with a seemingly innocent clip from a family update posted on social media. The video, which was intended to show a typical day in the Johnston home, quickly raised eyebrows. While Amber talked about cleaning the house and organizing schedules, fans couldn't help but zero in on Heidi, the adorable girl the Johnstons adopted not long ago. She appeared listless, her eyes droopy, and her usual spark missing. Some fans claimed they heard her cough softly in the background, while others said her movements seemed slow and tired. Within hours, Reddit and Facebook groups dedicated to 7 Little Johnstons were ablaze with commentary. Is it just me, or does Heidi look sick in that video? One fan posted. No, I noticed it too, another replied. She didn't even smile. That's not like her at all. Amber's response, or lack thereof. What fueled the fire further was Amber's silence on the matter. Despite viewers asking in the comments if Heidi was okay, Amber carried on posting about chores, workouts, and motivational quotes, ignoring the elephant in the room. That choice didn't sit well with fans, many of whom already feel that Amber has been emotionally distant from her children in recent seasons. Some viewers pointed out that this wasn't the first time Amber was accused of being tone-deaf to her children's needs. Over the years, fans have watched the dynamic between Amber and her kids shift from warm and engaged to something more detached, even clinical. Hannah, in particular, has publicly expressed feelings of being excluded from family activities and decisions. Now fans worry that the same indifference might be affecting little Heidi. She's treating Heidi like an accessory, a fan wrote on a popular discussion thread. When you have a sick child, that should be your health struggles. To add more context, it's important to remember that Heidi, like the rest of the family, lives with a form of dwarfism. That means her health can be more fragile, and illnesses, no matter how minor, must be taken seriously. Viewers have long respected how Trent and Amber manage the physical demands of parenting in a household where every member has unique health needs. But lately, Amber's maternal instincts seem to be slipping. Some fans speculated that Amber herself might be burned out. Between managing the family's public life, their TLC filming schedule, and the frequent travel that comes with promotional events, it's possible that even she is running on empty. But viewers argue that being overwhelmed is no excuse when a child's well-being appears to be on the line. Amber always says she's juggling too much, but then don't post smiling selfies when your kid looks sick and sad in the background, one fan argued. The bigger picture. A family in transition. The Johnston family has been through massive changes over the last few seasons. Jonah's anxiety struggles, Anna's independence journey, Liz's co-parenting with Bryce, and Alex and Emma growing into their own identities have all placed emotional strain on the household. Now add in the responsibility of raising Heidi, a young child who still needs constant attention, and it's no surprise that cracks are starting to show. What worries fans most is that these signs are going unnoticed, or worse, being deliberately ignored. Amber has often framed herself as the disciplinarian, the family glue that keeps things together. But many fans now wonder if her focus on control and perfection is blinding her to the emotional and physical needs of her children, especially the youngest. A cry for transparency. Some longtime viewers are calling on TLC to provide more honest storytelling when it comes to the Johnston household. Instead of glossing over tough moments with quick edits and cheerful montages, they want the show to reflect what's really going on behind closed doors. I don't want to see another shot of Amber power walking and preaching about positivity, one commenter wrote. I want to see her caring for Heidi when she's sick. That's the real stuff. Calls for transparency aren't new in the world of reality TV, but for a show that's long prided itself on authenticity, the recent shift towards surface-level content is disappointing for many. Trent's role, silent but watching. Interestingly, fans also began speculating about Trent's silence. While Amber remains front and center in most family posts, Trent's recent absence from key updates is noticeable. Could he be stepping back to avoid drama? Or is he quietly disagreeing with how things are being handled? Whatever the case, many hope he'll step in and advocate for Heidi's care if Amber's focus remains elsewhere. Fans remember Trent's softer parenting moments fondly and hope he hasn't lost his touch. Trent always had a gentle way with the kids, one viewer recalled. Maybe he's the one who'll make sure Heidi gets rest, medicine, and some TLC. Fans hold their breath. As the Johnston family continues to navigate fame, parenting, and the scrutiny that comes with being on television, one thing is clear. Fans are watching more closely than ever. With Heidi's health now a topic of concern, viewers aren't letting Amber brush past this moment without accountability. Whether it's just a cold or something more serious, fans want reassurance. They want to know that little Heidi isn't just another smiling face in a social media update, but a child being loved, cared for, and protected. Until then, concern lingers. And fans will be waiting, watching, and hoping that the Johnston matriarch finally shifts her focus from online appearances to what truly matters most, her family's well-being, especially that of the smallest member.